What's up you guys? It's Tarashi here and we are back with a new speed build today. And today we are actually going to be building with the new tiny living pack. And the goal for today's video is we are going to try to build a small house. Now, in case you haven't looked at the new tiny living pack, the small house is 100 tiles, period. That will include porch space and everything else, so we have to keep it within the house itself or within the porch. But my goal for today was to build for a full house. Well, by a full house, I mean, of course, 8 Sims. So I've built this for 2 grandparents, 2 parents, 2 teenagers, and 2 toddlers. But I'm realizing now that I didn't actually include space in the bathroom to actually put a bathtub. So I may need to go in and actually turn that toddler bedroom into 2 kids' bedrooms instead. Because I don't know where we're going to get the extra 2 tiles to do this. I know right now the tile count is at 91, but it will be at 100 here in a minute. And I don't know where to get the space. I have no idea where to get the space. So I'm going to have to go in and fix that before I actually upload this to the gallery for you guys. But this build was actually pretty... I'm actually pretty happy with how this build turns out. Now, obviously, I've done tiny builds in the past, but I haven't actually tried to build the smallest house I possibly could for 8 Sims, and honestly, I think this is about as small as I can get it, because this space is pretty full once you guys see the full build. Now, I probably could have shrunk the kitchen back down. I did make it a little bit bigger so that way I could have a couple more seats over on the little island, or the peninsula part of it, but honestly, I think I kind of needed the extra space because I was trying to figure out how am I going to fit a living room in here and a dining room table. And so I kind of needed that extra space to put the dining room table against the wall the way that you see me doing it right now. And then I needed, I need at least a couch of 2 seats. I need a chair and I need a TV. There wasn't really any room for any other seating, but there should be plenty of room right there at the dining room table that if somebody wanted to watch the TV, they could just, watch it from the dining room table, and it wouldn't be that big of a deal. So, and then you saw that I just expanded the bedrooms a little bit. I was trying to give it more of a homey feel and kind of give the adults space for their wardrobes and stuff like that. I don't know. I needed some more decoration in there. I was trying to figure out how to decorate it a little bit more and was like, these rooms are kind of small. I think I'm going to add just a little bit more. Now, I did use the dorm doors on there, but they were the cheapest doors. And I don't know why I was thinking I was sticking to a budget. I didn't have to stick to a budget in this build. I don't know. I guess I just felt like being as cheap as I could on the doors, and those happened to look the nicest out of the ones that I had. I was trying to limit how many packs I used in this. I don't have a whole lot of packs, but I was trying to limit it just a little bit. I tried to just use, I think I used Base Game, Tiny Living, and University. I think those were the only 3 packs I used in this build. The only reason I used University was mainly for that shower head in the bathroom, because you can put that in front of the toilet or the sink, and it still functions as a shower, and you can still reach the toilet, and you can still reach the sink. It's quite nice for tiny builds, honestly. I love that shower head for that exact reason. Has anybody else started back to school? I feel like we've only been back in school for, I think I started back a couple weeks ago now. I think it's only been 2 weeks. I have no idea. This semester's already starting off kind of long. I already have a pretty long list of stuff that I've got to get done. But I'm trying to pre-record when I can and do a lot of editing all at one time so I can get things pre-scheduled to upload for y'all. But those are mostly going to be my Monday videos that you see that are going to be scheduled. If I decide to do a build video, it's going to probably be something that I build that week, more than likely. And since the new pack came out, I was like, I have to use that and build something at least. And I want to post it on Friday. So that's what I'm doing. it's been a very crazy first couple weeks of class, and I'm not entirely sure why it's been so crazy, but it has this semester, and it's just odd. But you'll see me trying to place windows now. Um, I had already decorated the living room, and I'm like, there's not really a good spot for the windows in the front, and I know the front is usually what matters more, but I don't know. I couldn't find a good placement for windows along that living room wall in the front, so I just decided, you know what? Little Simsy always says to, if if it doesn't have appeal, just cover it up with bushes and trees. So that's kind of what I ended up doing with the landscaping, at least on that side. I was trying to cover up where there wasn't any windows, so that way you couldn't tell. You can still kind of tell, but I was just trying to cover it up a little bit. There is natural light coming in the living room, at least between the uh, front door and then the windows on the side, but there's no windows on the front, and the front is usually where you want your pretty windows and stuff like that, but oh well. Um, I'm now adding curtains in the kids' bedrooms, and I've realized that I did not add curtains in the teen room, and I don't know why, so I'm going to have to go back in and do that before I upload as well, but I'll make sure I do that for you. And I really like that new little side table light with the candles. That's so pretty. It's so cute. I love it. It's I love it. And I also love these higher bar stools as well. I don't know. They've added a lot of really interesting items in this pack, and I really like it. I will try to do another tiny build where I actually use some of the Murphy beds. I could not think of that word for some reason for a second. But I really want to actually use the Murphy beds in at least one, if not a couple of builds. I know they're expensive, and that's the one downside to them. And not to mention, they can actually kill your sim. Now, I haven't actually played with the Murphy beds yet in any of my gameplay on camera or off camera, but I know James Turner had only tried one time and it killed his sim versus little Simsy was trying for like 30 minutes trying to kill her sim using the Murphy bed and she just couldn't kill him. It's so weird how some of the, I don't know. I wonder what skill actually affects whether or not your sim will be killed by it or not, or if it's just random luck. James was not very lucky. Little Simsy was trying her hardest and could not. But anyway, yeah, semester's not going too bad. I had some issues getting this pack, and honestly, as much as I love GameStop, and I don't even know why I did it, but I went ahead and pre-ordered this pack through GameStop digitally, not realizing that they have, I mean, if you order a physical game, you can go pick it up in stores, no big deal. Any other website like Amazon or even Walmart, if you pre-order a digital copy, you'll get it usually that night. Same with Nintendo eShop and everything. Any other gaming website, you get your pre-order the same night it comes out. I literally sat at my computer until 1 o'clock in the morning the night this was released, and then kept checking my email at least once every hour for the next 2 days. And I finally just got on GameStop and canceled it because it was just ridiculous. It's like, I'm not getting my pack. And this is so dumb. I should have already gotten it by now, but I hadn't. And so I just canceled my pre-order. And I just went on Origin and bought it. I was like, I'm done with this. This is ridiculous. I should not have to wait this long to get my pack that I pre-ordered, already paid for, and you guys still haven't sent it to me. I thought it was ridiculous. So, I will never ever do that again. And I don't even know why I decided to do it in the first place, but I did, and I completely regret trying to download it then. I could have gotten this night one at midnight when Origin released it, and I could have been playing night one, but I couldn't. Because I tried going ahead and pre-ordering it, and I thought, oh, it'll just take a couple hours, no big deal. No. I waited nearly 48 hours before just going, forget this. This is ridiculous. And you guys can ask my fiance. I was so mad. I was so mad. Uh, but it's just, I will never do that again. I'm all for going to GameStop, pre-ordering games, picking up a physical copy, no big deal. I will never pre-order any digital copies from them ever again. But sorry for that little rant at the end here, but you should be seeing the screenshots now so that way you guys can see overviews of what each room looks like and what the general layout is. And there is the grid in case you guys do want to try building this on your own stuff, or if you just want to download it from the gallery now that PlayStation and Xbox have the gallery, thank God. They didn't have it whenever I was still playing Sims on PlayStation, but anyway, that's about it for this build, and please let me know if there's anything that you guys want to see me build or just generally want to see me do. If you have any suggestions for those type of things, please leave them in a comment down below, and go ahead and leave a like on this video if you enjoyed this build. Honestly, I would love to know if you guys decide to download this, if you guys wouldn't mind commenting that down below too. And if you guys have any decorating tips, please leave those in a comment down below as well. I really could use some suggestions on what I could do better. But I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.